Test corrections video, Unit 3. So the first concept I'm addressing is nutrition. People in developing countries suffer from food insecurity because, and to answer this question, you would need to know the definition. Food insecurity is defined as a state of being without reliable access to a sufficient quantity of affordable, nutritious food. Therefore, the correct answer is C. Food distribution is low. The next concept is factors in soil formation. So what two factors speed up rates of chemical reaction and weathering in rocks and soils? So to answer this question, you need to know the difference between hot, humid climate and cold climate. Cold climate is characterized by more mechanical weathering, while humid climate is where there are very high temperatures and like the tropical rainforest. Number 28, the key concept was the Dust Bowl and drought. So to answer this, you would need to know about the Dust Bowl and where and when it occurred. It occurred in the early 1900s, and it was characterized by wind erosion. I got this question wrong because I thought it was near the potato famine, which is incorrect. So the correct answer was area of severe wind erosion on Great Plains, 1930. The next concept is nutrition again. Many of the world's poor only have access to a low-protein, high-carb diet suffer from. You would need to know the difference between undernutrition and malnutrition. So undernutrition, it means you're low in both calories and protein, while malnutrition means you have a high diet in carbs and you're low in protein. Therefore, the correct answer was chronic malnutrition. For the next concept, it was nutrition again, and it was this disease results from a severe blank deficiency. When I looked in my notes, I found that this disease is characterized by a protein deficiency in the diet, so the correct answer is protein. Next key concept is food security and sustainability, so which has not caused an increase in global food production. The correct answer was organic farming, because as you can see, the other methods like irrigation, high yield, and fertilizers and pesticides produce higher yield, while organic farming produces a lower yield. Our next concept is agriculture. Which of the following types of agriculture is most characterized of developing countries? The correct answer is traditional subsistence agriculture, because this type of agriculture usually uses draft animals, which is usually in developing countries, and it can also include plantation crops, while developed agriculture is industrialized, like high input and using pesticides and fertilizers. Our next concept is agriculture again. It was industrialized agriculture requires large inputs of all of the following except, as I said before, industrialized agriculture does not include draft animals. It includes large amounts of fossil fuel and pesticides and fertilizers, and it's usually in developed countries, so draft animals are not needed. The next concept is acidity, and it's about adding lime to soil. It actually does two things. It can lower the acidity, and it can supply calcium and magnesium for plants to use. And here's a picture of lime being added to the soil. The last question that I got incorrect was about nutrition. The question was irreversible brain damage, stunted growth, mental retardation, of which can be characterized of which of the following. So when you answer this question, you need to know about iron and calcium and phosphorus. Iron means, if you're low in iron, it means you're anemic. And if you're low in calcium, this can cause brittle bones. But when you're low in iodine, it can be characterized by brain damage and stunted growth. And that's the end of this video.